Stay away from my son. The woman's voice cuts across the afternoon air, sharp, desperate. Her hand grips the boy's shoulder too tightly. Liam Hodge stands on the sidewalk outside Station 19, turnout gear half on. He'd been checking the engine when she appeared. The boy, maybe 8 years old, dark hair, too thin frame, stands frozen beside her. His eyes never leave Liam's face. "Ma'am, I don't understand." "Yes, you do." She steps closer, protective, afraid. "He's been coming here every day for 2 weeks, watching you. I want it to stop." Liam's hands rise slowly, palms out. "I haven't approached him, haven't spoken to him." "But you've seen him." "Yes." "And you didn't call anyone? Report it?" "Report what? A kid standing on a public sidewalk?" Her face flushes. "He shouldn't be here. This needs to stop." The boy tugs her sleeve. "Mom." "Not now, Aaron." "But Mom, he's the one." "Aaron, we're leaving. Now." She pulls him backward. The boy resists. His sneakers scrape pavement. "Mom, please." "I said now." Liam takes one step forward, not threatening, just present. "Ma'am, if I've done something to upset you, I apologize. But maybe we could talk about—" "There's nothing to talk about." She turns, drags Aaron down the street. The boy looks back once, his expression devastated. Then they're gone. Liam stands alone on the sidewalk. Behind him, Station 19 hums with afternoon activity. Dispatch radio crackling, engine idling, the familiar sounds of a firehouse preparing for the unknown. But Liam's mind is elsewhere, on a boy's face, on a mother's fear, on the question he can't answer. What the hell just happened? 14 days earlier, Liam had first noticed the kid on a Tuesday, late afternoon, 4:30. Shift change approaching. He'd been outside washing the engine, routine maintenance, the kind of work that let his mind rest after a 72-hour rotation, that had included 3 structure fires, 2 car accidents, and a medical call that still sat heavy in his chest. The boy had been across the street, standing perfectly still, watching. Liam had glanced up, made eye contact. The kid hadn't moved, hadn't waved, just watched. Liam had returned to scrubbing. When he'd looked up again, the boy was gone. He'd thought nothing of it. But the next day, the kid was back. Same spot, same stillness, same intense focus. By day 5, Liam started noticing details. The boy wore the same jacket every day, too big for him. Sleeves covering his hands, his backpack looked empty. His shoes had holes near the toes. He never approached, never spoke, just watched. Other firefighters noticed too. "You got a fan," Captain Rhodes had said on day 7. "Looks like it. Kid seems fixated. Maybe he likes fire trucks." Rhodes had studied the boy through the bay window. "Maybe, or maybe something else." "Like what?" "Don't know, but keep an eye on it." Liam had nodded. That night, he'd finished his shift and walked to his car. The boy was still there, even at 7 p.m., even as the sun set and the temperature dropped. Liam had stopped, called across the street. "You okay, kid?" The boy had startled, taken 3 steps back. "I'm not going to hurt you, just making sure you're all right." The boy had stared at him, then turned and run. Liam had watched him disappear around the corner. He'd stood there for 5 minutes, unsettled. Then he'd driven home to his empty apartment and tried to forget about it. Now. After the mother's confrontation, Liam can't focus. He finishes checking the engine, runs through equipment checks, restocks medical supplies. But his mind circles back, to Aaron, to the mother's fear, to the way the boy looked at him like he was searching for something. At 6 p.m., Captain Rhodes finds him in the supply room. "Heard you had a visitor." Liam doesn't look up. "Word travels fast." "It's a firehouse. Word travels instantly." Rhodes leans against the doorframe. "Want to talk about it?" "Not much to say. Kid's mother told me to stay away from her son." "Why?" "She didn't explain." Rhodes is quiet for a moment. "The kid ever try to talk to you?" "No, he just watches." "That's what worries me." Liam looks up. "What do you mean?" "Kids don't fixate like that for no reason. Either something happened or something's happening." "You think he's in trouble?" "I think we should be careful." Rhodes crosses his arms. "If the mother comes back, we document it. If the kid shows up again, We call child services. Standard protocol. Liam nods, but something in his chest tightens. Standard protocol feels wrong, like they're missing something. 11 years earlier, Liam had been 32 years old, married, one daughter, a house in the suburbs, the kind of life that felt stable, permanent. His daughter Megan had been 6 years old, bright, curious. She'd loved visiting the firehouse, loved when Liam came home in his uniform. One Saturday morning, Liam had been at the grocery store, Megan with him, his wife Claire, at home preparing for a birthday party. Megan had been holding his hand in the produce section when she'd suddenly let go. "Daddy, look at the balloons!" She'd run toward the front of the store, toward the balloon display near the entrance. Liam had followed, casual, not worried. He'd been reaching for a bag of apples when he'd heard the screech of tires, the sound every parent nightmares about. He'd turned, run, found Megan in the parking lot, lying on the asphalt. A car stopped 30 feet away. Driver stumbling out, phone to his ear, face white with horror. Liam had dropped beside his daughter, checked her pulse, her breathing, blood on the pavement, her eyes open but unfocused. He'd performed CPR, right there, in the parking lot, while someone screamed for help, while sirens grew louder in the distance. Paramedics had arrived, taken over, loaded Megan into an ambulance. She'd died at the hospital 2 hours later. Traumatic brain injury. Nothing anyone could have done. The driver had been a teenager, texting, didn't see her run into the street. Liam's marriage hadn't survived it. Claire had blamed herself, blamed him, blamed the universe. They'd divorced 18 months later. Liam had thrown himself into work, longer shifts, more training, anything to avoid the silence of his empty apartment, anything to feel useful. For 11 years, he'd saved lives, pulled people from burning buildings, performed CPR dozens of times, won awards, got commendations. But he couldn't save his daughter. That weight never left. 3 days later, Aaron is back. Liam sees him during morning shift. Same spot across the street, same jacket, same stillness. But this time, the boy is crying. Silent tears streaming down his face, not moving, just standing there, breaking. Liam freezes, looks around for the mother, doesn't see her. He crosses the street, slow, non-threatening. "Aaron?" The boy's head snaps up, eyes red, frightened. "Are you okay?" Aaron shakes his head, can't speak. Liam crouches down, eye level, 6 feet away. "What's wrong?" "My mom." Aaron's voice cracks. "She's sick, real sick, and I don't know what to do." Liam's chest tightens. "Where is she?" "Home. She fell. She won't wake up." Liam's training kicks in instantly. "Where do you live?" Aaron points. 2 blocks, Maple Street. "Show me." They run. The apartment is on the 3rd floor. Door unlocked. Inside, a woman, Aaron's mother, lies on the kitchen floor, unconscious, breathing shallow. Liam checks her pulse, calls it in on his radio. "Dispatch, this is Hodge. I need an ambulance at 47 Maple Street, apartment 302. Unresponsive adult female, possible overdose or medical emergency." He starts basic assessment. Airway clear, pulse weak but present, no visible injuries. Aaron stands in the doorway, shaking. "Is she going to die?" "No, we're going to help her." "You promise?" Liam looks at the boy, sees the desperation, the fear, the same look Megan had in those final moments. "I promise I'll do everything I can." Sirens approach. Paramedics arrive 3 minutes later. They take over, load the mother onto a stretcher, start an IV. One of them, a woman named Jess, who Liam's worked with for years, pulls him aside. "Diabetic shock, blood sugar dropped. She'll be okay once we get her stabilized." Relief floods through him. "Thank God." "Kid called it in?" "Yeah." Jess glances at Aaron. "Smart kid, saved her life." They load the mother into the ambulance. Aaron climbs in beside her. Before they close the doors, Aaron looks at Liam. "Thank you." Liam nods. "You did good, Aaron. Real good." The ambulance pulls away. Liam stands alone in the apartment, looking around. Sparse furniture, empty fridge, bills piled on the counter, eviction notice taped to the wall. He understands now. Aaron wasn't watching him because something was wrong. He was watching him because he was looking for help, trying to figure out if Liam was someone he could trust. 2 days later, Liam visits the hospital, asks for Aaron's mother, gets directed to room 412. She's awake, pale, IV in her arm. Aaron's sitting in a chair beside the bed. She sees Liam. Her expression hardens. "What are you doing here? I wanted to check on you both. We're fine." "I can see that." Liam stays near the door, non-threatening. "I also wanted to apologize for scaring you. When Aaron was watching me, he wasn't supposed to be bothering you." "He wasn't bothering me." She looks away. "I told him to stay away from that firehouse. I didn't want anyone asking questions." "Questions about what?" Silence. Aaron speaks quietly. "Mom doesn't want people to know we're struggling." The mother's face crumples. "Aaron, it's okay, Mom. He helped us." She closes her eyes. Tears leak out. I'm trying so hard, but my job cut my hours, and my insulin costs more than I can afford, and we're 2 months behind on rent, and I didn't want anyone to know because I was afraid they'd take Aaron away." Liam's throat tightens. "No one's taking Aaron anywhere. You don't know that. I know you're a good mother. I know Aaron loves you. I know you're doing everything you can." She opens her eyes, stares at him. "How do you know that?" "Because Aaron spent 2 weeks watching me, trying to figure out if I was safe, if I could help. That's not a kid who's neglected. That's a kid who's resourceful, brave, trying to protect his mom." Aaron's face reddens. He looks at his hands. The mother's voice breaks. "I don't know what to do anymore." Liam steps closer. "Let me help." "Why? You don't know us." "Because I'm a firefighter. Helping people is what I do. We can't pay you. I'm not asking you to." She stares at him, searching for the catch, the angle. Liam pulls out his phone. "I know a social worker, good person. She can connect you with resources, food assistance, rent support, insulin programs. There are systems in place. Let me make a call." The mother hesitates, then nods. Barely. Liam makes the call, right there, in the hospital room. 6 weeks later, Aaron and his mother, her name is Tessa, are still in their apartment, but things are different. Tessa got connected with a diabetes management program. Her insulin is covered now. She found a new job, better hours, better pay. Aaron goes to school regularly, has a social worker checking in, is eating 3 meals a day. Liam visits once a week, brings groceries, helps with homework, sits with Tessa and talks about nothing important. Just presence, just showing up. One evening, Liam is leaving their apartment when Aaron follows him into the hallway. "Mr. Hodge?" Liam stops. "Yeah, buddy. Can I ask you something?" "Always." Aaron's face is serious, too serious for an 8-year-old. "Why did you help us? When Mom told you to stay away, you could have just stayed away." Liam crouches down. "You want the truth?" Aaron nods. "I had a daughter once. She died when she was about your age. Car accident. I couldn't save her." Aaron's eyes widen. "I'm sorry." "Me too." Liam's voice is quiet. "But when I saw you watching me, when you ran to get me when your mom fell, I saw a chance to help someone who needed it, and I couldn't walk away from that. Because of your daughter? Because of who I want to be, the person she would have wanted me to be." Aaron is quiet for a long moment, then he hugs Liam, quick, tight. "Thank you for not staying away." Liam's eyes burn. He hugs the boy back. "Thank you for trusting me." 4 months later, Station 19 hosts a community open house. Fire safety demonstrations, tours of the trucks, hot dogs and lemonade. Aaron and Tessa attend. Aaron wears a junior firefighter helmet that Captain Rhodes gave him. He's smiling, actually smiling. Tessa pulls Liam aside. "I wanted to thank you for everything. You saved our lives." "You saved your own lives. I just connected you with help." "That's more than anyone else did." Her voice is thick. "People saw us struggling, but no one asked, no one offered. They just looked away." "I'm sorry. Don't be. You looked closer. You cared. That made all the difference." She hugs him, brief, grateful. Aaron runs up. "Mr. Hodge, Captain Rhodes said I can sit in the driver's seat." Liam grins. "Then let's go." They walk toward the engine together. Aaron chattering about fire trucks and sirens and bravery. Liam glances back, sees Tessa watching them, her face soft, peaceful. Something in his chest loosens, just slightly. He can't bring Megan back, can't undo the past, can't erase the pain. But he can show up, he can help, he can be present for people who need someone to see them. If you believe showing up for others is the truest form of strength, hit that subscribe button. That's enough. That has to be enough. 1 year later, Liam sits in a small community center. 30 folding chairs, a podium, a banner reading, Heroes Among Us, Community Awards. He's wearing his dress uniform, uncomfortable. He'd tried to decline the nomination, but Captain Rhodes had insisted. Aaron sits in the front row, beside Tessa, both smiling. The presenter, a city council member, reads from a card. This award recognizes individuals who demonstrate extraordinary compassion and service. This year's recipient saw a child in need and didn't look away. He connected a struggling family with resources, visited them weekly, showed up. Not because it was his job, but because it was right. Liam shifts in his seat. Firefighter Liam Hodge, please come forward. Applause fills the room. Liam stands, walks to the podium, accepts a plaque he doesn't want. He's supposed to give a speech, prepared something short. But when he looks out at the audience, at Aaron grinning, at Tessa wiping her eyes, at his crew from Station 19 standing in the back, the words change. I'm not a hero, he says quietly. I'm just someone who showed up, who paid attention, who asked questions, instead of making assumptions. He pauses. A boy watched me for 2 weeks. I could have ignored him, could have reported him, could have looked away, but something told me to look closer, to care, and that changed everything. He glances at Aaron. We're surrounded by people who need help. They're not always obvious. They don't always ask. Sometimes they just stand across the street watching, hoping someone will notice. His voice strengthens. So, my challenge to everyone here is this. Look closer, ask questions, show up, because you never know when your attention, your compassion, your willingness to care might save someone's life. He steps back. The applause is louder this time. After the ceremony, Aaron approaches. That was a good speech. Thanks, buddy. Did you mean it? About looking closer? Every word. Aaron nods, serious. I want to be a firefighter someday, like you. Liam's chest tightens. You'd be great at it. You think so? I know so. You're already brave, already know how to help people. That's what matters. Aaron grins, then runs back to his mother. Liam watches them leave together. Tessa's hand on Aaron's shoulder, both of them laughing about something. Outside, the sun sets over the city. The sky turns orange and pink. Beautiful. Liam stands in the doorway. Alone, but not lonely. Megan is gone. That will never stop hurting. But Aaron is here, thriving, safe. And somewhere in that exchange, in that choice to look closer, to care, to show up, there's redemption. Not forgiveness, not erasure, just the quiet knowledge that one broken person can still help another. That pain can become purpose, that showing up matters. Heroism isn't always dramatic rescues or life or death moments. Sometimes it's noticing, paying attention, asking the right questions when someone's silently asking for help. The world is full of people standing across the street, watching, hoping someone will see them. Not as problems, not as statistics, but as human beings deserving of compassion and dignity. True strength lies in choosing to look closer when it would be easier to look away, in showing up when no one would blame you for staying home, in caring enough to ask, "Are you okay?" when the answer might require something from you. We all have the power to change someone's life, not through grand gestures, just through presence, attention, the willingness to see people and respond with compassion instead of judgment. If this story moved you, subscribe to this channel. Drop a comment telling me which moment resonated most. Was it Aaron's silent vigil, Liam's choice to help despite his own pain, or Tessa's courage to accept support? Like this video if you believe we all have the power to notice someone who needs to be seen. Tell me where you're watching from. And remember, someone near you is struggling silently right now. Look closer. Ask questions. Show up. Because sometimes the smallest act of attention creates the biggest transformation.